Morning. So fingers crossed it's now Thursday, if it's all gone to plan. And I hope you're enjoying division and the poetry units that we've been setting. So this is the maths division lesson. And I will start sharing the screen. So I'm looking. So I'll make me bigger again, just because, you know, my face is great. I hope you're all keeping really well, and I love seeing all the stuff on Ask Dojo. Okay, so today we're linking multiplication and division using arrays, and we're talking about families as well. So it'll all become clear in a minute. First of all, if we know 5 times 3 is 15, what else do we know? What else do we know about this? I'm going to pause. And hopefully you've come up with some suggestions. So if we know 5 times 3 is 15, we also know, so 5 times 3 is 15. Oh, I've got to turn the mirroring off from there. If we know 5 times 3 is 15, we also know 5 times 3 is 15. 5 lots of 3. We also know 3 times 5 is 15. 3 lots of 5. So we know both of those sums, both of those calculations, because we know the fact. So with that in mind, we're going to create a fact family using the speaking frame. So you can see we could write in here, again, sorry about the penmanship, I'm on a trackpad, 3 groups, it should be of 5, goodness me, is 15. It's going well. So 3 groups of 5 is 15. 15 shared into 3 groups is 5 in each group. There are 3 groups of 5 in 15. And then we can start populating these. So we know 3 times 5 is 15. We know 5 times 3 is 15. But what does that tell us about a division? To give you a clue, it's exactly the same numbers. So if you look here, here's one I glamorously did earlier. 3 times 5 is 15. 5 times 3 is 15. 3 times 5 is 15. And then we put a big number at the start, we divide it up, and we can move the other 2 numbers around. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Now together, these 4 calculations are the fact family to do with this multiplication and division. Okay, and that's really what we're doing today. We're using arrays to show the fact families. Okay. I will try and limit the use of my wonderful computer skills. So I'd like you to create an array for 6 times 3. So just like I've done my array for 5 times 3, what would your array for 6 times 3 look like? So I'm going to put it on here. Ooh, where is it? 6 times 3. So I'd like you to create an array for 6 times 3. I'll put me over here. Once you've done that, create the fact family. Remember to use your speaking frame. So what I'm going to do, we are going to create the 6 times 3 array, and then we're going to create a fact family. So I'm just going to bring it down and leave this up on screen while you pause the screen, and you can write this in your book. So groups of is, so like before, it was 3 groups of 5 is 15. This would be 6 groups of 3 is, and you also create your array. You can create 2 arrays actually. Okay, pause. Okay, fantastic. I hope you've done that. Now I just need you to check. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the answers. So here I've just done the 1, so 6 down, 3 across, 6 times 3, and then I've done in groups of 3 all the way down. So I've got 6 groups of 3. 6 multiplied by 3 equals 18, and 3 multiplied by 6 equals 18. If you notice, they're the same numbers, they're swapped around, and the big number for multiplication is always at the end. For division, the largest number is always at the start. So you can see 18 divided by 3, 6 equals 6. And 18 divided by 6 equals 3. This way, if you know the fact family, you can see if you've made any silly errors, as I call it, so you can tell that. Okay, I hope you got that right. If not, I want you to go back and have another go at drawing the array and drawing the fact family. I know you've got the answers on screen, but it'd be really good to get into your head. You might even want to take the video back slightly just so that you can have another go, because it's an important concept. Okay, then in our books, today's lesson is drawing array and the fact family for each of the following numbers. So we've got 7 times 4, 8 times 3, 8 times 4, and 9 times 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this up on the screen. So this is question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4. I'd like it to look a bit like this on your paper or in your books. Fantastic. Okay, so you can pause it here and do that work. And once you've done that work, you can have a go at these destination questions. So use the 3 times table. Draw an array for 18 and record the fact family. Use a different times table. Is it possible to create another array that has a different fact family? Okay, and question 6. There are 32 children in a class. If they sit with 8 children in each row, how many rows will there be in total? Demonstrate this using an array. So this time you've got the total amount, and you know that, so the total number is 32, and you know 8 is one of those smaller numbers, and you've got to find the missing one by drawing in the array. Okay, so I hope that goes well. Have a go. Like I say, you can go back and pause at any point and go back into the video and see, and hopefully this makes sense and is good. So I'll speak soon, and hope you get this and it's worked well.